I'll take your questions, and then I'll also make a statement, maybe in Swahili, and also in any other language that you wish us to speak in. We are a bit lucky we speak many languages. Then at least we can communicate to the people of Kenya. If we are ready, if you can just give me a thumbs up, and we'll all start. When we're ready. Are we ready? So, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow Kenyans, truth and openness, keeping one's word, and sincerity are important attributes in any political relationship. Politics is about self-interest of political parties and players. According to our Kenyan constitution, one cannot be forced to be in an association or relationship that they do not want to be in because it is not healthy for them. Maendeleo Chapchap is one of the founding parties of Azimio. We entered into the Azimio wagon committed to principles of fairness and transparency and inclusivity. Our party is a party on an upward trajectory. In the last elections, despite being just a few months old, Maendeleo Chapchap Party garnered a governor and deputy governor position. We won 4 parliamentary seats and close to 40 MCA seats countrywide. These coming elections, we expect to do much better. With these factors in mind, we, as Maendeleo Chapchap Party, have been shocked by plans of zoning that will effectively mean that we cannot contest seats and also benefit from funding as per the Political Parties Act. It is quite unfortunate, but Azimio has become a club of a few, with the rest of us standing outside peering through the window as a few club members strategize and feast together. Case in point is a document that we signed in good faith and the many promises that were given to us. The Azimio la Umoja document that we signed was one document with a page at the end where all the parties signed. And we were assured once all the parties signed and the document has been taken to the registrar of political parties, we will be given a copy because that is our right. Today is exactly 1 month from the date we signed that document, and we have not received a copy. We keep being told stories here and there, enda kwa huyu, fanya hivi. And so all we can do is that we suspect mischief, dishonesty, and attempt to fix us and others. We are not even sure that the document we signed is the same one that was deposited at the registrar of political parties. We cannot be that naive to think that there is no reason for them that wanaisafisha ikuwe mzuri ndio watupatie the same document. We totally believe the document has been changed. If it had been changed, then why haven't we been given a copy? Common sense. As a party, we have also been excluded from Azimio lineups, campaign programs, and funding. As a party, we've also not been able or shown or allowed to discuss what our role will be after the elections. Let me repeat that. As a party, we have also been excluded from Azimio lineups, campaign programs, and funding. As a party, we have also not been shown or even allowed to discuss what our roles will be after the elections. This lack of clarity, plus the sidelining, has sent a very important message to us. Akufukuzae hakwambii toka. We have written numerous letters. We've written 5 letters to Azimio and to the office of the registrar of political parties. Azimio has not replied to even one of our letters. That is how important they think we are. We as a party feel that the survival of the party, and especially the ability of all Maendeleo Chapchap aspirants to exercise their democratic right to vote, is paramount. To this end, we have decided to break our ties with Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance Party. Azimio have violated the letter and spirit of the agreement we went into. Therefore, the contract between Azimio and Maendeleo Chap is an unconscionable contract, one that is unfair, and one whose intent is to finish our party and our aspirations. What are our options? Fellow Kenyans, the wind of change is blowing in Kenya. We cannot continue being in a country of a few millionaires and millions who are suffering in abject poverty. We as a party, we are known for development, and we have studied the market and looked at the direction of the wind vane, and it is clear Kenya is ready for change. Not change that comes from the top, but one that rises with the masses at the bottom. Kenyans want roads. Kenyans want jobs. Kenyans want more money in their pockets. And they want a leadership that is fair and inclusive. Therefore, we are convinced, and I am convinced, that the best team to transform Kenya is Kenya Kwanza. And the best leader to free us from the yoke of poverty is one Dr. William Ruto. I wish to thank, with the utmost respect, His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta, who will always be my friend, for his support all these years. Rais wetu, hii ni siasa. I especially want to recognize the friendship and service to our country by His Excellency Right Honorable Raila Odinga and transformation he has initiated in Kenya so far. I also thank many of my advisors and others like Honorable Raphael Tuju, who has tried to keep the spirit of Azimio together. Naito Azimio la Umoja. He has really tried to keep us together, a task that is becoming even more difficult every day. I am aware that another 5 parties in Azimio are planning to exit the party due to its behavior of exclusivity and zoning. As a party, we also want to campaign for a president who will be in charge and not one who we feel will be guided by others. Finally, as a child who was born in abject poverty and one who is self-made, I know what this country needs and what will be best for Kenya. And that is the embodiment of one, His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, who, by the grace of God and the votes of the people of Kenya, will be the next president of Kenya. I will, with my party, traverse Kenya to campaign for him so that we can put Kenya back on the railway tracks it was on after independence. Ruto, as I've always said, regardless of what people say, is a good man. And I believe that he will change this country so that it does not matter who your father is, who your mother is, which tribe you come from, or where you are born. I thank my team, Maendeleo Chap, and I also thank the other teams of Azimio, including my friends Musalia Mudavadi, Moses Wetangula, and the other party leaders who have welcomed us with open hands to Kenya Kwanza. Last night, we signed an agreement with Kenya Kwanza to become members of Kenya Kwanza as a party. And unlike in Azimio, I have the copy of the document that I signed. Hawakunificha na nilipatia copy yangu mwenyewe. So my lawyers and myself, we have a copy of what we signed with Kenya Kwanza. Transparency, openness, fairness. The way people behave before they get into power is the way they will behave when they are in power. It's just as simple as that. Kenya wants transparency. It wants a system where you can count on the words of the ones that are given to you. So we have our document here. Everything signed, everything, nothing is being hidden. You know, clear document of what we signed last night with Kenya Kwanza. Ile agreement ingine bado iko njiani. Thank you. At this time I'll take questions and then I'll speak in a few other languages. Yes, please tell us your media house and the question that you have.
Governor, my name is Gatete Njoroge from Citizen TV.
Yes, Gatete.
Number one, the last time you held a press conference, there's a document you said you, as a party, you had access to. You are referring to a 3-legged document which you raised your concerns and it was addressed. what changed, Governor? That is my first question. The second question is on the issue of getting out of a coalition. And the Register of Political Parties says a party, yes, it can be allowed to move out of a coalition, but following the Azimio processes. I don't know if the Azimio processes bar you from leaving, or maybe you had no access to that document that maybe prevents you from leaving.
Asante sana. Yes. You see, we went into this in good faith. In the last press conference, we pointed out that walikuwa wamefanya ukora, for lack of a better word. Ukora. Waka sneak document ya zoning. We made noise. His Excellency Raila called a meeting to placate us, but nothing changed. After that, nothing changed. Ilikuwa tu managing us. And that's what they have been doing, is managing us. You had Honorable Raila talk the other day about zoning. Going back to factory settings, to the same document that he was referring to. You know, and that will mean that they'll zone us out. My party wants to grow. I've got aspirants who want to be on the ballot. I cannot deny them that opportunity. It is my job as a party leader to protect the aspirations of my aspirants and the people of Kenya who love Maendeleo Chap Chap. That is true. Now, number two is neither here nor there. The Constitution is very clear. You cannot force people to be in a relationship they do not want to be. Freedom of association is paramount. Hii ingine yote ni stories. It's as simple as that. Hata ukienda koti gani, hii ingine yote ni stories. You cannot force people, according to a new constitution, to be in association they do not want. A lot of flaws. Even them denying us our document is ground enough not to be in that relationship. Yes, media house and name, please.
All right, this is me, Azimio from NTV. You've mentioned that 5 other parties are coming to Kenya Kwanza.
I'm not saying they're coming to Kenya Kwanza. I said 5 other parties that I'm aware of. Yeah. We're talking to party leaders. Nutaanza kuona kesho kutwa hivi. Wanatoka Azimio. Wameona si Azimio la umoja, ni Azimio la utanganishi.
Could you divert some of the names?
Unajua, I cannot do that. You know, parties have their own ways of doing things. I would be jumping the gun. But I appreciate the question. You understand, eh? Yeah. Unajua shida ya jamaa wanajaribu kutumanage, which is okay. Lakini wanasahau nilikuwa msemaji wa serikali. That was my job, to manage. Na nimekuwa governor, nimekuwa nikimanage. So you don't try to manage person who is an expert in managing people. We can see what they're trying to do, and we cannot allow it for our people's sake. Yeah, that's being polite. Yes, media house and name.
Thank you. My name is Mike Kagwongo with TV47. Could you kindly break down the agreement you signed with Kenya Kwanza? Maybe you can get to understand the terms.
Yeah, the terms are very clear. We are supporting Kenya Kwanza. There will be zero zoning. All our aspirants will be on the ballot. All our aspirants will be on the ballot. An aspirant may choose not to be on the ballot by their own choice, but all our aspirants will be on the ballot. It has been clearly put what our relationship will be in terms of sharing of government when Kenya Kwanza wins, or if by bad luck they lose, what our role will be. One way or another, we will be as a party in government. One way or another. That's in a nutshell. Yeah.
I'm Festus Legat from Media Max MOFM. Last week, Mr. Governor, Governor Kibwana said you are on the waiting bench with the other Ukambani governors. As of now, does it mean you are speaking the same language with them? Are they on their way coming to Kenya Kwanza?
We are not on a waiting bench. We have changed teams for us. Other parties will make decisions by themselves. I speak on behalf of Maendeleo Chap Chap. I cannot go into the thinking. But what I can tell you is that people are not happy. I mean, this was supposed to be Azimio la Umoja, where we're all happy and moving together. But it has become a club of a few, excluding the rest of us, because they have a game plan for themselves, not a game plan for Kenya, which is quite unfortunate. And I want to urge Kenyans. You know, I've been one of the biggest critics of William Ruto. I've been hitting him hard. Paka tukafinyana mkono. Alinifinya lakini nilimfinya. Hajawahi mbia nilimfinya kidogo hata mimi. But you look at the scenario and you ask yourself, where are we going as a country? I'm a father of small children who are growing. Our generation here in Kenya have children who are growing. Do you want Kenya to be the same? We cannot continue to be a country of a few people who are millionaires and the rest of us in abject poverty. We have to transform our country. And at this time, at this particular place, the best person to do that is William Samoei Ruto. I know the other best person to do it is Alfred Mutua, but I'm not running this time. My time will come. But this time, if Kenyans want to see transformation, Kenyans want to see real change, see your stories that we've had since independence, then we bank on somebody who we know tutakaa naye. And I want to tell my people of Kenya who have heard so many bad things about William Ruto this, William Ruto that, William Ruto that. Sasa mko sawa, niko naye hapa. Mimi nitakuwa namweka hapa, tuko mundu. Hakuna kitu mbaya atafanya. Nitakuwa naye hapa kabisa tukichungana. So you can be well assured now that the William Ruto you knew with Alfred Mutua, mbele iko sawa. Iko sawa. All your fears have been taken care of. Yes. Lastly, yule kwanza. Edwin, yule kwanza. I'm a Democrat unlike others. Alafu tukuje kwako. Tunaelewa?
Good afternoon, good morning. My name is Moses Mudiambo of the Star, and I want to do a question that's similar to what Etienne asked. The argument that there's a real thing opposite from what we know says that the exit clause requires parties to live on at 3 months. So in this case, are you living at rate or as my chapter, and what options are you exploring to break from that legal?
Actually, the argument, thank you, very good, very good. It's good to see you. We've been talking on phone. The agreement says you cannot leave Azimio la Umoja within 6 months of the elections. But you see, it's neither here nor there. Every judge will tell you the document was signed within the 6-month period, so it doesn't hold any water. That 6-month period should have been if we had signed it before 6 months. There are many technical issues there that the legal processes are going on. So I don't want to speak too much because we filed a case in court. We want to see that document. We want to get out, and we will get out of this. And at the end of the day, no court in this Kenya is going to uphold you to be in an association that you do not want to be. Huwezi kaa kwa ndoo utaki kaa. Unahama. And you cannot be forced. And what is important is politics. Wakikataa wakae na document yao. Sisi maendeleo chap tumeshaenda. We're already gone. And my brother?
My name is Edwin Okot from Ramogi TV. I have 3 questions. The first question is on the oversight that you may have. Do you feel you might have made an oversight when you signed the document and now look for it to read it later? Probably you can tell us if you've read the one you have and you understand it as well. At least you will not have to chase for other details.
Simelala na mimi.
My second question is on the political trust, because you've been the other side. You've even been a potential running mate. And now, a few days before elections, you're moving to the exact opposite coalition. As a party and as an individual, how do you feel about your political trust deficit? And lastly, zoning and the secrecy of the documents, are those the only reasons, or is there something else that probably we need to know?
I think your questions are all the same, so I'll answer them same. The first thing is this. We signed a document that we wanted to see copies. The fact that they have hidden the document from us means that they have either changed it or there's something in there that they don't want us to see. We suspect mischief. Because kama hii document ilikuwa sawa, kama hii document iko vile tulisign, mbona wanatuficha? Mbona kwa mwezi mmoja, 4 weeks wamekataa nayo? Tumeandika mabarua, tumeenda, parties zote wamekataa nayo. Kwa nini? Kwa nini ufiche document yetu na tumesign and we are willing friends? Si ndio? That means kuna kakitu hapo wamebadilisha. Ama kuna ukora wanafanya. Ama kuna kitu iko mbaya hapo. You know? And then pia after signing the document wakaanza kutu exclude. Tunasikia vitu imetangazwa gazetted. Nasikia vitu imetangazwa meetings. Nasikia we are party, all the parties naulizana, umeona? Mimi nimeona kwa TV. Umesikia? Nimesikia kwa magazeti. Watu wanakuambia, Azimio nasikia mnafanya hivi. Tunafanya nini? Umesikia wapi? Kwa gazeti. And we are supposed to be inside. We are not even aware. Imekuwa club ya few people wanakaa wanakunywa chai, nyama choma na kuku chemsha, alafu wanatuambia. So we cannot be in a party like that and all that. Your last question was about No, basically the main reason is zoning. As a party, we got 4 members of parliament, a governor, a deputy governor, close to 40 MCAs in Kenya. We had a member of parliament, MCAs in Kenya. We have a member of parliament from Lamu, member of parliament from Tana River, Baringo ya Kati, Mwala, across Kenya. A party with MCAs across the country. We are growing party. Hii zoning inamaanisha tuambiwa hii ni zone ya sijui party gani, hii ni zone sijui ya party gani. So before you know it, inakuwa ngumu sana sisi kugrow as a party. So our strongholds are taken by other people. Then where we are political party? Zoning is the main reason. And then lack of inclusivity. Kama mtu anakuacha sahihi kwa meza ile wanapanga vitu, alafu anakuambia don't worry, tukipata serikali utakuwa kwa hiyo meza. Lakini sahihi wakati unapangwa, wewe uko nje unachungulia, wakimeza unameza mate. Wao unameza nyama, unameza mate ukiwa nje. Unaangalia tu hivi. Alafu unafikiri baadaye watakukumbuka. Hayo ni ubatili bana. We are not as stupid as we look. I want to now, I think the questions are now becoming the same. Unless it's totally different, because my answer will be the same. Yes.
I'm Collins from the Daily Nation.
Yes, Collins.
My question is, you've in the past said that Kalonzo joined Azimio late and he was putting in demands. And now we see that he's already, I think, is gunning for the running mate position. Are you running away from Kalonzo, or you are just looking after your own interest? Because when you say that you've been criticizing the DP, Dr. Ruto, how has it changed in a matter of days that now you are ready to go and sing his praises? Are you just after your own interest, or you are after the interest of the whole country and your party members?
I see where you're coming from. No, it's very important. We as a political party, this is not, there are basically no benefits in this document for Alfred Mutua. This document is about the party Maendeleo chapter. And my interest is to grow my political party. Because it is our political party. I say mine because I'm one of the founders, the founder of this party. But I want the political party to grow and my aspirants to grow. It's about the party. It is not personal. Na hii siasa yuna uhasma kaka yangu. Si Ruto walishikana na Uhuru and they were in opposite side. Si Raila sasa wana dance pamoja na Uhuru and they were opposite side. Hakuna uhasma hapa. Siasa ina uhasma. Siasa is about interests, political interests, what are at play. It is not at something personal. And Kenyans will understand because kusema ukweli, Azimio wametufukuza. Kusema ukweli, tabia yao imetufukuza. Na tumeenda mahali tunatakikana. Ukifukuzwa nyumba moja, unaenda mahali unapatiwa kitanda na kiti, unakaa chini, unakula pamoja, unalala vizuri, unaoga, unatoka, unaenda kufanya kazi. Mahali umetupwa huko nje, hatutaki, tunaenda mahali tunatakikana. It's as simple as that. And it's a language you'll hear. I think there's another party leaving. Utasikia hiyo press conference either today or tomorrow. And another one, I think, by Wednesday, Thursday. Same language. So it's not about Alfred Mutua. It is about what we want best for this country. And at times you get into a relationship, alafu unafunguka macho. Unakuta ya kwamba mahali ulikuwa si pazuri, mahali ulikuwa unaona mbaya, actually is actually better and is the best than where you are. No, he's not chasing me. How can I run away from somebody who's not chasing me? Yeye yuko na shida zake. Mwache yuko na shida zake. Waacha pambana na shida zake huko. Sisi tunafanya mambo maendeleo chap chap. Watu wake wataongea. So. Yes, finally please, eh?
Good morning, Governor. My name is John Momo from C5.
Yes.
Having vied with your party ticket on last general election, I still have friends who are vying with your party, and they joined your party having subscribed to the Azimio faith. Now having shifted this, where does this leave the aspirant?
I think we go together. all my aspirants, I think over 95% of aspirants who have called us have said where you'll go, we'll go. Because it's either we leave Azimio or those aspirants will never become candidates at all. It's as simple as that. And na wanasema wacha tukutane kwa debe. Nenda kunena kwa kikamba over nini na kuya ndo maitimo kamba kana ideta maendeleo chapati nitamwa kuma Azimio la umoja. Nundu chama cha Azimio la umoja ni chama tuko na kino ubungu mwingi. Nitaendie tekea sahi document nye kibudha na ndwange. Na kuma tekea sahi pano utunenga document maa sena utunenga weyo usutu siekela tekea sahi nitesi. Ibala tekea sahi idio ondeta ma tapati leaders. Weyo mali utunenga maa sema katunenga uni. Matwa kwa political parties tribunal mali utunenga. Yuni mwe yumwe maya tunenga. Nondo tukiwe nikaendie maendie mabindu wavau. Nikana ando maitu maiketie ibila. Meenda chama chitu sidele. Chama maendeleo chap. Last time. Tasindi ibila ina cha parliament Kenya. Ma MCA 40 Kenya na tendo sinda inge. Mo meendo tumina pyo. Ithe maendeleo chap. Unu mabangite ikaongamia mundu ukamba. Muungano ikaongamia mundu ukamba. Chama ingi si ikaongamia andu ukamba. Ithe ni chama nini. Sa club chon. Shome kwena chikata. Chikahate. Kila kingi. Maito masaka la kende ya tuikie ni chama chandu anini kubanga maundu mo matote ve kila kende tusoma makanzetini. Yiti kulia hii tinumba tutesi kila kila kingine kanati andike tevalua taitano kwa Azimio. Tukamakule matunenge valua tukamia vedhino mayao na ndaya ya kutusungia onavalua onomwe meno kola wivano na mendo tumina pyo. Kila kindu kingine kana number 2 mena kebudia akamba itubudhiwe nithita mbaya mukamba Tony etabudio munonundu ona Kalonzo Musyoka ai vice president ewe ai akeka interview takamana kodhio manda form 1 ni matubudhi zita akamba mabudhi ze kibudha mabudhi ata Mutua mayosunge balua sito mabudhia Kalonzo nuru meona bibantu tukadhi meona yimo kamba ni mundu wakuya ndwangi bibantu tukadhi tendo mia kana watu budhia na itu tambaya mukamba tibudhawa ito umonia nundu tienda kutetea haki chandu maito na embo mayu twitikilia tikalia moni tu dhikula tu kwitikilwa kula andu maito mo mandiwa mukate andu maito mo mandiwa pinoa development na sinduinge na taasisa nitukona kana nzieno balati endie yobasio mwiso mbaya mukamba ni kaletenza ya serikali kwebinda yasa tikwe na kwekalanza ya serikali na nitizika na vyangi mekwasia metata serikali ya Raila nenda kwasia kana mukamba no waise kana ando maisima maana anzima ni kana menu chekendo musi maana anzima kwa alama ukunia Raila maikunia Raila idimba ya mukamba tiase tiekia matumbi maitu monde ndungimwe ekatu kune kuko nginundo Raila no aite kula mala maingi no ase ingi binda no asisi ndo Kenya yendete Ruto no wimbe kwebinda yuti kala Raila tika lenza wa serikali miaka ingi 10 eka ni musimie bani ndio musimie mbaya mukamba nika nao naitu onachadhi hata ithe mukamba ndana tindini wa serikali mukamba serikali takwata miradi takwata ndo baitu manduka wea na tadhi na mbe nundu pata wito nitukwate maendeleo na tikwata maendeleo tindo wa serikali titama kwa Raila akasinda na sindi to mala mainga yazino kusinda akasindwa engete diba ko ekani simengali no angima simengali su nitizikana ulo kusinda mukamba esilikalini tutumewe usinu we mwingi muno ni mubea. Tumesema asante sana. Nitaweza kusimama hapa nishike document ndio muweze kuiona vizuri. Maybe Mary you can hold this for me. Yes please. What do you mean any position?
Like in Azimio, you're one of the guys who are you had put your application to the running mate.
No, I'm not running as a running mate in Kenya Kwanza. That has already been decided. And the good thing about Kenya Kwanza is that when you sit down, they tell you, okay, these are the positions available for your party. These ones have been gone with this one. They even tell you who. They tell you who. They tell you who. They tell you who. They tell you what. So that you also know who are the other players Hakuna mambo ati mkafanya interview na nini. It's very clear. All of us know who will be what, who will be what, who will be what, who will be what, which party will get what, even before the elections. It is crystal clear. Na mnakaa na wale wengine, kila mtu anasema mimi ni hiki, mimi ni hiki. Mnasikizana kwa nyumba moja. Si nyinyi mnakaa nje ya dirisha mnachungulia wengine wakiwa juu ya meza wakigawana keki, wagana ugali na nyinyi mnakula hewa hapa nje. Yes.
How do we interpret this? Because you said
We have looked at the law and the constitution is very clear. And the court process will continue. But nothing stops us from joining another party. Another coalition rather, another party. Tumeshatoka sisi. Tumeshaandika barua, tumeshatoka. Yeah. Hata nafikiri tumeshatuma barua kwa Azimio tukawaambia bon voyage. Adios. Wakuja na? No, mimi tumeshaenda. No, we are not moving back. I'm not going back. Unajua hii mambo ya wamenitafuta jana usiku sana. Nimepigiwa simu last minute, offers, nimepigiwa offers left, right and center. Nikasema sasa ndio mmenikumbuka. It's too late. Unajua it's very simple. Wanatutongoza. Kama unasumbua mtu wakati unamhitaji, ni uje wakati baadaye umhitaji. Common sense.
Kuna uwezekano mlianza kuongea na Kenya Kwanza a few days ago, not probably last night.
No, we had talked to them earlier on. You know, the good thing about Kenya Kwanza, they have talked to everyone.
Over a long period.
They have talked to everyone. I can assure you, talk to any party leader in this country, Ruto has talked to them. Ruto amepanda hata bodaboda akaenda kuona watu mahali kwa shimo anaongelesha. Ruto anatafuta watu. Yeye anaongelesha. He humbles himself, he talks to everyone. So unajua ukipigwa simu na Ruto unaongea naye, he's been talking to everyone politely. So si ati tumeongea naye sasa hii, ametuongelesha for a long time, and every time he talks to us naambia our people tunasema pana tuko hapa, but he's been talking to everyone. He talks to everyone because he's a man on a mission and he's committed. Yeye yuko anasema tunataka kuinua watu wetu kutoka umaskini, and I need to talk to everyone in this country. Yeye kwake, kwa Ruto, in the eyes of William Ruto, everyone in Kenya is important. Asante. Is there anybody who would like to add something? Okay. So this is the document. You can come around me. Come next to me. Not behind you. Hold a strong bit.